Okay. Hi, everybody. Welcome to our Monday night call. I hope everybody had a wonderful Thanksgiving with their families. Tonight, me and Lori wanted to get on here and talk a little bit about working your business through the holiday season. And I think one thing that I think people have the misconception of is that during the holidays, first of all, we know everyone is busy. All of us are busy during the holiday season, but I think people have the misconception that during the holidays, other people aren't watching them because they're busy. And then they end up checking out from their business in turn because they're like, well, no one's doing this or no one's watching me, so I'll take a break too. Well, that is like one of the worst things you could do because historically we know that January through March is like the three biggest months in MLMs, especially health and wellness. Everyone's making their New Year's resolutions and setting them, their year up for success. So if you don't do anything for the month of December, you are going into January starting from scratch. If you are using December as a exposing tool, even if you're not selling anything in December, okay? Even if you're just exposing people to what we have and talking to people about the products and the business and letting them know what we have, you're setting yourself up for follow-ups in January. You're going to get a lot of people who are going to tell you, contact me after the holidays. And I mean, you're going to get those people. Not everybody, but you're going to get those people. Well, those people are the ones that you're going to follow up with in January. You want your list to be so long that you can't keep up with it. So you got to think about it like this. If you are pumping a well, you have to keep pumping this well for water to come out of it. If you stop pumping that well, no water is going to come out. So if you start in January, you got to repump this well. It could take you weeks to get back what you lost in December. This month is important, even if it isn't making the sale. It's important to be talking to people, exposing people to what we have. We have so many opportunities during the holidays to do that, and Lori's going to talk a little bit more about that aspect of it, but there's more successes than just the signing someone up or, getting a new customer. Successes come in all different shapes and sizes. It could be something as simple as you added 10 people to the success group this month. Those 10 people you can then follow up with in January. So you're planting these seeds, you're pumping the well, however you want to put it, but the water is still flowing so that when January comes, you're set up for success. Hang on, I want to look at my notes here because I know I'm going to forget to say something. I think, not only being consistent with your business and reaching out for your business, but being consistent with your products is important this month too. Remember, you're at all these holiday parties and people are eating a bunch of junk and people are getting sick in your workplace, things like that. Be an example of these products, of what they can do for you. You being an example will show people, the power of these products and how you're continuing to stay healthy through the holiday season when most people are not. So consistency in your business, consistency in your products, but most important is to be showing up every single day, no matter what. Even if you have 45 minutes a day and all you have left is 45 minutes after you get home from work and it's being on this call or it's reaching out to people, reach out to people. I don't want to tell people not to get on the call, but spend your time wisely and productively. So if that is what, you want to set yourself up for success. You don't want to be doing things that are just, you're just kind of floating along. So if spending your time reaching out or talking to a new customer or whatever it may be is the time that you would be doing something like this. Do what's productive for your business instead. I'm not sure if I missed anything else. Lori, do you want to talk about, ways to connect with people during the holidays?
Yeah, now my notes. Okay, I had to bring my notes back up because they're on my phone. They went away. Okay, so happy holidays, everybody. The holidays are a wonderful time. I'm sorry, I'm losing my voice a little bit, so bear with me. It's a wonderful time to pump that well and to talk to humans, because you're going to see so many more than you typically would on a regular basis. So like me, someone who is a stay-at-home mom, work from home mom, I get excited when there's things going on, because it's just another opportunity for me to connect with people. And that's what it's all about, right? And so, like Val said, you don't have to get a customer order going through your back office when you're at a Christmas party. But the whole point is to expose them to what we have. We are an asset to them, whether in the health or the financial department, right? And so your goal should be, who can I talk to? How can I get them as a friend? And how can I expose them to Plexus success? That's one. Okay. So when you're at parties, you shouldn't be stuck on your phone. You should always have your phone in your back pocket though. Okay. Don't leave it over in the other room, because when you're talking to Sally and Sally says her knee has been killing her for 3 months, and you have the opportunity to say, I don't want to talk about this now because we're at a party, but I think I could really show you something that might be of value to you. Would you mind if I friend requested you and I can send it to you? You guys, no one has ever told me no, ever, when I have done this, and I have done this countless times, okay? At a birthday party the other day with my son, I'm talking to this girl, talking. I said if I could friend request her because she wanted to know more about Plexus, and she friend requested me before I got home. So clearly she wanted to know more about the products, but I wasn't like, I said, sure, we can talk about this at another time, because we were watching 4-year-olds trying to bowl, and it was just hard, So that's number one. You're connecting. You're not standing in a corner. You're talking to strangers. And like John Maxwell says, you are talking and asking questions of somebody until you learn something about them, where you have now a need. You've learned a need that they have that Plexus can help with. And that's when you say, can I friend request you? Or, I don't know if you've heard of this, or whatever feels good for you. I can tell you my verbiage, but if that doesn't sound like something you would say, then they're going to know it's not you saying it. Do you know what I mean? We just got off a really great call, and she was having so many good points. So I'm probably going to be spewing some of those great points right back at you. But and she said, be an asset to people. We are an asset during this holiday time. People are stressed about their Christmas spending. People are stressed about their health, okay? And if you know me, I'm like super yellow. I love to help people with their health. If people continue to do what they're doing now, will they be at the Christmas table next year? I mean, think about that. I bet you we all know some people that if they continue on the path that they're on, they might not be at that Christmas table next year. And I hate to say that, but that's true. You know what I mean? And I'm banking on not getting hit by a bus. I'm banking on longevity here, So just think about, if you have someone who can't travel to go see their grandchildren for Christmas because of their health, or they're just in pain, or, Lynn Snow, you're on here. She was in pain. She's not in pain anymore. So just remember, you have something that is a gift to them, and this is Christmas time. Give that gift out to people, but just do it in a way that doesn't sound scary and pushy.
Can I just interrupt you for 1 second? Talking about, being at Christmas, the Christmas parties and parties in general, and that subject coming up. Me and Lori were talking about this today. We both kind of say the same thing. I always tell people, I'm not pressuring you. That, I just, I would like you to take a look at this. If you don't want to, that's fine. But I always lead it with, I'm not going to pressure you. And I refuse to be at a party and be talking about what probiotics can do for somebody. Okay. I am there to have a good time too. So I refuse to do that, but I will, continue the conversation with them after. Let me get your phone number. We can chat about this after. Let me get your email address, or we're friends on Facebook, right? Let me add you to this group, or let me send you some information when I get home tonight or tomorrow, whatever it may be. But people are there to have a good time. Just remember that. I know that these things are going to come up, but I think the way you approach it can make a huge difference in if they want to join you or not.
Yeah.
So
I always say no pressure. I always say you'll never get pressure from me, but I'm telling you, like, this is something you want to hear. There's a way to say it with confidence and not be pushy.
Right.
But if someone's going to ask me about probiotics at a party, I might tell them why, because I'm just a nerd like that. But if you're scared to even like talk to someone, like
I can't hear her.
What?
I can't hear you.
Oh, is that better?
Yeah.
Okay. I think I did the speaker. If you're wondering how to start a conversation with someone because you just don't know. I mean, it organically comes up usually within like less than 6 questions. If you're talking about your job, what you do, where are you from, Bob? Oh, how are the holidays? Are you traveling? You will always find a segue if you just keep talking to them and asking questions. And if they ask you what you do and Plexus is not your primary thing, you say, well, I actually do 2 things. I do this and I do Plexus. Have you ever heard of it? So that's one way. Okay. So I don't want to get stuck on that one too long. Another way is gifting Plexus. If you have, your nail girl, your hairdresser, your kids' teachers, PTA people, anyone who's done you a favor, all these things, a 3-day sample is like what, $10 in the back office, or even a simple stick of Slim. I gave that to Joseph's teacher one year and said, this will help you. Thank you for all you do. I know how tiring it can be to be a teacher, And it's just like a great way to just expose them and to get them to asking more questions. So gifting Plexus is a wonderful idea. Those little samples in the back office, the pain cream, which I broke into the other day because I was needing it and I didn't have any in the pump. The Joyome samples and the body cream samples, and then just a simple stick of Slim. It could be like this cute little goodie bag. You could put it with another thing, with a candle, but just add a little blurb on what it has done, how to take it, and the ingredients, because you have to do the ingredients with it.
Lori, I did that actually one year. For the people I really, really liked, I did the X Factor. Yes, it's more expensive, but it was, again, the people I really liked. And because it's a great standalone thing. And I said, obviously, I love this. So you can make it obvious. Like, obviously, I love this. Obviously, that this is important to me. And your health is important to me because you care for my kid. So, so make it that I care about you because you care about my kid. Something along those lines. Anyway, sorry.
Right. Always make it about them. Always make it about them and what solution you're solving.
Yeah.
Like on the last call, my biggest takeaway, she said something so powerful on that call. She said, we are not the mess. No, we're not the message.
We're the messenger.
We are just a messenger. We're a messenger, and we're not a messenger of bad news. This is like a good thing. We are a messenger of a long list of solutions for people. And that, I like to be a bearer of good news. That's a great thing. So we are the messenger. And if someone says no, that's okay. They're not saying no to us. They're just saying no to what we're giving them the message about. And that's okay. So gifting, hold on, I'm looking at my notes. It keeps closing on me. Sorry. Talk questions until you find what they need. Have samples on you or your phone. Holiday parties. Okay, so adding Facebook friends and gifting Plexus. That basically you're always trying to widen your network. And if you're adding Facebook friends and Instagram friends, then you have to also be consistent with your posting so that when people go to your social media, they know that Plexus is a part of your brand. And they can't scroll down 5 days ago to find a Plexus post. They have to scroll down just a little bit. It shouldn't be all Plexus.
It doesn't necessarily have to be Plexus. It can be a curiosity about what you do.
Right. In fact, it's probably better if you don't say Plexus.
Right.
It's
Just
better
say
if you
your
just,
health and wellness company.
yeah, if you just talk about the solutions that you have found by taking the products.
Mm-hmm.
So, but basically the biggest thing is don't be afraid to talk to human beings. They're just other people, and no one's going to hurt you or bite you. And you just, they will be not honored, but they will appreciate the fact that you're taking time to get to know them by asking questions, right? Because we all have those people that you go to a party and all they do is talk about themselves. And you're like, oh.
Yeah, those are the good ones to corner, though.
Right.
You'll find out a lot. Sometimes you want to walk away and you're like, what's the possibility here?
Yeah.
But yes, I get it.
And then if you're adding someone to Plexus Success and you say you're going to follow up with them in 3 weeks, you better bet your bottom dollar that you're going to write on your calendar for 3 weeks from now to follow up with that person, because people will take you seriously when you do what you say you're going to do. Yes. They will know that you're serious about what you do and that your business, customer service is a thing of the past, but not with Plexus people. Oh, that was Christmas cards. Thank you cards. If you have current customers, take the time to send them a little handwritten thank you card. It goes so far. I can't tell you how it's appreciated. First of all, handwritten thank you cards are such a thing of the past anyway. And to get one handwritten from somebody that you've purchased from, it speaks volumes. So if you have the time, definitely do that. Or if you don't have the time, send them a voice messenger memo and say, I just want to say, I'm so happy that you trusted in me to help you with your health, especially this time of year. So you can enjoy more memories with your family, Right. Yeah. That's why I always say enjoy more memories with the people that are important to you. So, cards are so great. Cards are so awesome. Anyone who I've ever written a thank you card to, they've always said, oh, that was so nice of you. Thank you so much. Like they really appreciated it.
One thing, and not to interrupt again, because sometimes I interrupt a lot, sorry. With the little thank you notes, stick a sample of something they haven't tried. If they've never tried drawing them, stick a little sample in there. Say, thank you very much. Here's a sample of something else. Sorry.
Yeah, those are super easy to send, too. Those and the Ease Cream samples. The other ones, the Slim Sticks, I always put in like in a bubble envelope because I'm afraid that they're going to get busted in the mail. And I've had people message me and say, oh, I got your stick of Slim, but it's all powder in the envelope. So I started doing those in bubble envelopes. But Christmas cards, if you're not doing thank you cards, do Christmas cards, you can thank them in there. Especially this time of year, everybody likes to get something nice in the mail, and it makes people feel good. I mean, I like to get something other than my mortgage payment in the mail, who wants to get that? So, but I think, there's so many opportunities to be talking to people, and I big told Lori said about following up. If you're going to be following up now in this month, if somebody doesn't answer you right away, don't take it as an insult. Right now is a busy time. So people do forget. People aren't always just deliberately ignoring you. I know that can be, I feel like that sometimes is more harsh than the no. If somebody just says no to me versus ignoring me, sometimes I've taken that personally before, but I've had to get past that and just, people are busy and, I'm just going to follow up at another time. So, keep reminding them, especially if you've talked to them already and, they said that they were going to order or whatever it may be. But I think we could take questions now. I think we covered pretty much everything. Is there anything you want to add in, Kath?
No, I've talked enough.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, wait, I just want to say one more thing. I want you to look at your December calendar, and I want you to see all the things you have to do between now and Christmas and New Year's even. And I want you to give yourself a goal of how many people you are going to friend request and therefore add to Plexus Success. Because if you go in knowing, it's like Emily Gibson when she does her 7-day challenge. I'm sorry. when they do when she does her 7-day challenge every month, like we've been doing with our new systems, she orders 10 7-day trials, knowing that she wants to sell all 10 of them and have 10 people in that. So it's like a visual for her. Okay. So along those same lines, knowing you're going to be around people, I want you to create a visual for yourself and say, okay, between now and January 1st, I am going to add X amount of people, whatever, according to your calendar. But if you go to an event, you can friend request at least 2 people at a new event, at least 2 people. Okay. If you're taking the time to talk to them. So give yourself a goal of how many people you want to friend request, add to your network, and add to Plexus Success and expose to the business.
Yes. And everything doesn't have to be, the exposure doesn't have to be just to the success group. If you have someone who is more, looking for the business and you're talking business, then that's something like that would be great for the 3-day blitz. It's all going to be about business, it's all business posts, business testimonies, things like that. So we have all these new opportunities to expose people, and you can put them in little pockets. You know what I mean? You can start people off slow on a 7-day trial. You can expose people to the business. You can expose people to testimonies in the success group. We're trying to put this system in place so that it's easy for you to take your list and say, oh, Sally, I know, she's talked to me about wanting to make extra money. I'm going to put her in the 3-day blitz. Joe has fibromyalgia. I'm going to talk to him about, and, put him in the success group and tag him and post like that. I mean, you got to kind of, filter your list to, accordingly.
And a huge thank you to everybody who's been commenting in that 3-day experience that started today. It means so much to have all that other feedback in there. And if you just have a second, if you could just like those posts, just because someone new learning to get their comment liked by other people, it seems so easy to us because we just do that because Plexus people are awesome. But to have Plexus people do it to someone who's new, just checking it out, it means a lot to them. So if you have time to do that, thank you so much. And 2 more days of that group going on. It got started really well today. So questions?
If you want to stop the recording and we'll do questions. Okay.